Now I'd like to talk about relapse, and these are my own personal opinions around relapse. But for me, when successful treatment outcome would be when the client understands that there is a solution, that recovery can happen and it's possible, and they're aware of all the resources available to them that they could make use of. When someone's in a culture of addiction and they're in a state of denial, they don't know that there are solutions. And when you come out of that denial state and you go back to using, all that happens is you know that you're using while there's a solution there. And because of the systemic nature of addiction and the stigma that goes with it, people want to kind of base recovery on the successes of someone's using or not using, and it doesn't work like that. Recovery is a process, and it has its ups and downs, and it lasts over a long period of time. So if there's a slip or a return to using or something like that, it's not the end of the world, it's not a crisis, it is part of the process. Also, there are good days and bad days, so we mustn't catastrophize. So whether it's yourself or whether it's your family members, we really don't want to be looking at success based on whether someone's using a substance or not using a substance. We preach and we want to encourage complete abstinence, but often a lot of people will go onto a harm reduction route where they reduce the harm of what's going on for them. We're going to talk about this more in the next module in the brain and the mind, but it's important to understand from our perspective that relapse isn't a failure. It's something that you need to learn about, and the stigma of addiction treatment. If somebody's diabetic and their sugar levels go off whack, and then they go off and they have insulin and they sort their sugar levels out, and then they go off and eat inappropriately again, society doesn't stigmatize that person. Society is very supportive of that person. Unfortunately, it's not the same with substance use disorder or addictive behavior. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next module.